Today is Friday, the 29th of September 2017, and it's 1323 hours Central European Time. This is a little update, nothing much, just mentioning a couple of things. In no particular order, it has become completely and utterly obvious earlier today that that peninsula called Korea, in its entirety, not north, south, blah, 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 in its entirety, is to be annihilated. That is a for completeness sake comment, and that annihilation is inevitable. Nothing to do with whatever crap, ridicule, farcical shit Kim, whatever the fuck he's called, is pulling off right there. Nothing to do with that. Having to do with facts, mooney, and inhuman technologies, and so on and so forth. Korea history as of earlier today. Another thing is that it occurred to me yesterday evening, night, that in Europe there is most probably no other country as severely damaged by freakazoids in percentage of the population whole as Sweden. Actually, I was thinking it through, and it occurred to me that of all the countries in Europe, Sweden, even more than Albion or other places, Sweden might be the one country where especially the young people, which means, you know, anything not older than 21, say, are to such a ridiculously high percentage freakazoided, namely mass issue freakazoided, mind you, but nonetheless freakazoided, and would have to be consequently neutered, that for all practical purposes, we're looking at the de facto extinction of the Swedes. Because here's a simple factor, fraction actually, namely 1/7. If it turns out that 1/7, no more than 1/7 of the people in Sweden under 21 happen to not be freakazoids, which means if you don't even have 1/7 of those people not be freakazoids, then you can forget about Swedes. There go the Swedes. It is not to be ruled out that Fex Moni, with their ridiculous mass issuing of freakazoided genomes, have actually successfully extinct a human people. I just wanted to mention this for completeness sake, Sweden. And the third thing I want to mention, it is, I just come back from maybe 2.5 hour walk, and I was thinking all kinds of things again about all kinds of topics, and it occurred to me once more just the unspeakable doing of the bitch queens of Fex Mundi. And at that moment it also finally became obvious to me that everybody in what calls themselves the United States Armed Forces, whichever branch, it doesn't fucking matter, everybody who serves with United States, so-called United States Armed Forces, and for completeness sake, the so-called Canadian such, and for completeness sake, the so-called Mexican such, anybody who works with them, who serves in their ranks, namely all the male such, are in reality not male. They cannot possibly be male because they would not be able to allow the doings of the bitch queens to continue. The complete and utter annihilation and ridicule of everything that is male in the entire world, in man's culture, and so on and so forth. You fuckers, all of you fuckers, hereby, officially by the universe, are ceased to be considered male. That doesn't make you female, it makes you, I don't even know what it makes you. You are not male. You are not man, and there is nothing that you could ever do to reclaim your manhood. This is not a virtual kind of shit worked on you. That ain't what it is. What it is me and thus the universe figuring you fuckers allowing all this shit to go on, and have allowed it to go on for decades and decades and decades. Shit that goes on in prisons, for example. Shit that goes on in the education system. Shit that goes on everywhere. You all having allowed that, you have forfeited your right to be male. You are not male. You are not man of the human race. You are not. You are whatever the fuck you are, but you ain't male. For your information.